Your oil turns black in 500 miles, and that's not always good news. Somewhere between the quick lube counter and your driveway, a lie is being sold to you, and it's costing drivers thousands of dollars a year. After watching hundreds of engines get torn apart in my shop, I can tell you the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Sometimes black oil is normal, and sometimes it's a $5,000 warning sign you're about to ignore. Today I'm counting down the 10 real reasons your oil turns black too fast, and the last one is the reason so many drivers get blindsided by a blown engine right after their warranty runs out. Stick with me, because missing this could be the costliest mistake you make all year. Number 10 is the short trip nightmare. You think babying your car with 3-mile trips to the store is saving it, but you're actually setting a trap for yourself. Your engine never reaches its full operating temperature of 212 degrees on those quick hops, so the moisture that condenses inside your crankcase overnight never boils away. That moisture mixes with sulfur from combustion and quietly turns into acid, eating away at your oil and turning it dark and useless long before it's time. Owners on forums report replacing engines in cars with under 60,000 miles, all because nobody warned them that short trips are secretly brutal on an engine. Consumer Reports has flagged this exact pattern in urban commuter vehicles for years, and it still catches people off guard. Your daily grocery run could be the reason your engine dies 10 years early. That's not maintenance, that's a slow-motion financial disaster. Number 9 is the clogged PCV valve gamble. This is a $20 part that can trigger a $5,000 rebuild, and almost nobody checks it. Your engine constantly leaks a little combustion gas past the piston rings, and the PCV valve's entire job is sucking that dirty gas out before it contaminates your oil. Once that valve gets gummed up with varnish, which happens constantly past the 60,000-mile mark, that filth has nowhere to go except straight into your oil supply. Your oil turns pitch black within days, you change it, and it happens again immediately. And that's the trap that convinces desperate owners they need a whole new engine. Mechanics see this exact scenario weekly, and too many shops upsell a ring job when a 15-minute valve swap would have fixed it. Skip this check, and you're gambling real money on a part that costs less than your lunch. Number 8 is the direct injection betrayal hiding under your hood. If your car was built after 2012, whether it's a Ford, a Hyundai, or a Volkswagen, there's a good chance you're driving a direct injection engine that's quietly working against you. These engines fire fuel straight into the cylinder at incredible pressure, which sounds impressive until you realize it creates far more microscopic soot than older engines ever did. That soot gets scraped straight into your oil pan by the piston rings, turning your oil black faster than your neighbor's older, supposedly outdated car. Engineering data shows some direct injection engines producing 5 to 10 times more particulate matter than traditional port-injected engines, and your oil is paying the price. Manufacturers rarely mention this trade-off when they're bragging about horsepower and fuel economy. Your fancy new engine is quietly running dirtier than the truck it replaced. Number 7 is the turbo heat trap. Turbochargers used to be reserved for sports cars, and now they're crammed into everything from your minivan to your work truck, spinning at 200,000 RPM while exhaust gas around them hits over 1,400 degrees. That searing heat is only kept in check by a thin film of your engine oil, and if you shut your car off the second you park after a hard drive, that oil sits there and literally cooks inside the turbo housing. This process, called coking, bakes carbon deposits that eventually break loose and circulate through your entire engine, turning your oil black and gritty far ahead of schedule. Owners who tow trailers or drive aggressively and then kill the engine immediately are the ones who see this nightmare the most. A 30-second cool down before you shut off your engine could save you a turbocharger replacement bill north of $2,000. Ignore this habit, and you're slowly frying your own turbo for free. Number 6 is the cheap oil regret. You walk into the auto parts store, see a jug of synthetic for $19 sitting next to one for $58, and you assume oil is oil. That assumption is a costly mistake, because cheap synthetic oil often has high volatility, meaning the clean lightweight molecules evaporate away as your engine heats up, leaving behind a thick, dark, concentrated sludge. I've had customers swear their engine was burning oil, losing a quart every 1,500 miles with zero leaks anywhere, only to discover the bargain bin bottle was quietly boiling itself away. Switch that same driver to a genuine premium synthetic, and 3,000 miles later the dipstick hasn't moved a millimeter. You are not saving money buying the cheap jug. You are prepaying for a camshaft replacement that can run you over $4,000. That $12 discount today could be the most expensive gamble of your ownership. Number 5 is the worn ring money pit. Sometimes your PCV valve is perfectly fine, and the real problem is that your engine is simply getting tired. Worn piston rings can no longer seal the explosion happening above them, and every time your spark plug fires, raw fuel and soot blast straight past those rings into your oil pan below. This can turn a fresh oil change black within 50 miles, and it means your engine is quietly consuming itself from the inside. If that black oil smells like raw gasoline, or if you crack open the oil cap while running and see rhythmic smoke puffing out like an old steam engine, you are not looking at a maintenance problem, you are looking at a rebuild. No bottle of miracle additive from the shelf can rebuild metal that's already worn away, no matter what the label promises. This is the kind of ticking time bomb that turns a routine oil change appointment into a devastating repair estimate. Number 4 is the used car time bomb you didn't know you inherited. Maybe you just bought a used car from an owner who skipped oil changes for 15,000 miles at a time, leaving sludge and varnish baked deep inside that engine. You do the responsible thing and pour in a premium high detergent synthetic, only to check the dipstick 2 days later and panic because it's already jet black. Here's the twist: that's actually your engine getting rescued. That powerful detergent package is aggressively dissolving years of neglect left behind by someone else's bad habits. And the color proves your money is working, not wasted. The catch is you cannot leave that dirty oil sitting in there. You need to change it again within 500 to 1,000 miles, or you're just letting that dissolved grime settle right back into your engine. Skip that second change, and you turn a rescue mission into a brand new nightmare. Number 3 is the bypass filter betrayal. You spend an hour researching the perfect synthetic oil, happily paying premium prices, then grab the cheapest $4 filter on the shelf without thinking twice. That's a costly mistake, because bargain filters often use weak, uncalibrated bypass springs that pop open under normal driving pressure, letting unfiltered oil circulate freely through your engine. Your oil picks up soot, metal shavings, and carbon, but it never actually passes through the filter media to get cleaned, so it turns darker and darker, no matter how often you change it. This is exactly why some owners swear their oil goes black within a week of a fresh change and blame the oil brand, when the real culprit was screwed onto the side of the engine the whole time. A cheap filter can quietly undo every dollar you spent on quality oil. Don't let a $4 part sabotage a $60 oil change. Number 2 is the heat-driven oxidation disaster nobody warns you about. Your engine oil is an organic compound, and just like a sliced apple turning brown on your counter, it oxidizes when exposed to heat and oxygen for long enough. For every 18-degree increase in oil temperature, that oxidation rate doubles, and if you live somewhere hot, tow heavy loads, or sit and stop and go traffic constantly, your oil is under relentless thermal assault. As it oxidizes, it doesn't just darken, it thickens into a sticky, sludge-like consistency that struggles to reach your bearings on a cold start, leaving critical parts starved of protection for crucial seconds every single time you turn the key. Your owner's manual almost certainly has a hidden severe service schedule that most drivers never open, and if you drive in heat or traffic, that schedule applies to you whether you like it or not. Following the standard interval when you actually qualify as severe duty is a gamble most drivers don't even know they're taking. Your oil could be quietly aging twice as fast as your dashboard light is telling you. Number 1 is the manufacturer interval lie, and this is the one that destroys the most engines every single year. Car makers are locked in a race to advertise low cost of ownership, so recommended oil change intervals have crept from 3,000 miles up to 7,000, 10,000, even 15,000 miles on some stickers. The base oil might technically survive that long sitting in a lab, but the additive package protecting your engine absolutely does not, and once those detergents get fully saturated, they simply cannot hold any more soot in suspension. That trapped filth falls out, bakes onto hot metal, clogs your variable valve timing solenoids, and coats your timing chain in varnish until it stretches and eventually skips a tooth. Independent workshop data has linked a shocking share of major engine failures under 100,000 miles directly back to owners who trusted these extended intervals. Manufacturers know your engine only has to survive past the 60,000-mile warranty mark, and after that, the sludge becomes entirely your financial problem, not theirs. Trusting that sticker in your window could be the single most expensive decision you make on this car. You now know the 10 real reasons your oil turns black too fast, and which ones are actually saving your engine instead of destroying it. Pull your dipstick this week, smell it, rub it between your fingers, and you'll know exactly where you stand. If this saved you from a costly mistake, hit subscribe, because I drop videos like this every single week to keep you out of the shop and money in your pocket. Drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from, and stick around, because the next video exposes something even more dangerous hiding in your fuel tank.